Hello and welcome to Gospel Vibes, your backstage pass to the JCDC Jamaica Gospel Song Competition. Last week we saw hopefuls from across the island vying for a spot in the semi-final round. We have selected 25 finalists and scores of people have come to find out if they have what it takes to make it to top 10. But first, let's see what the judges are expecting from tonight's performances.
So we are at Randy Williams Entertainment Center. It is a semi-final round of the Jamaica Gospel Song Competition 2018 edition, the 31st anniversary. We have 25 semi-finalists in place, and this evening I am looking for excitement. I expect for them to bring their best, to bring their A game and to compete, understanding that if they make it into the top 10, then there's going to be a lot more work to do. But certainly I expect for them to give up their best this evening.
This evening we are hoping that the contestants who have made it to the semifinals have taken heed to what the adjudicators in the previous rounds have said. Some of the songs, as we saw them, needed some more in terms of structural organization. Whether it is verse is a little bit too long, too wordy, so you don't really leave your audiences with something that they can grab onto and hold on to. So we're hoping that they would simplify some of what they have. That is one particular thing. A couple of them need to literally learn how to deliver their material. It's like, I find that some of them, if they were singing somebody else's song, they would have sung it with more conviction than delivering their own material. So they have to get into their own words, read back what they have, and so they can understand the message that they have and deliver it. So we're just hoping that they would take heed to what the adjudicators have said in the previous round, and that we'll see a much better output today.
From the semi-finals, I'm really hoping that the contestants would have read their comment sheet and that they would have revisited their songs and practiced it some more, revisited the lyrics if necessary, and come with their A game so that we would have a problem to try and find the top 10. That's my expectation for tonight.
Hi, my name is Karen Ennis Scarlett, a past participant of the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. I entered the JCDC Gospel Competition in 2003, where I was the second runner-up, otherwise known as the third. And tonight, I'm expecting a wonderful show. I'm expecting persons to just come out, you know, just minister, give God the glory. And if it is the will of the Lord for them to advance to the top 10, God will bring them to the top 10. So it's all about ministry. It's all about enjoying yourself, meeting new people, and I'm just expectant.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to see what the top 25 finalists are made of. Grab your popcorn. We're about to see a show you will never forget.
Welcome. This is our semi-final round of the Jamaica Gospel Song Competition for 2018. We have 25 semi-finalists. Please enjoy this evening's proceedings.
I've got God's coverage wherever I go. Holy Ghost coverage, that's all I know.
There was no holding back because this is the semi-final, so therefore no holding back.
Jesus, for mighty is your name.
I really believe I gave my all tonight. I had some bad issues, but I delivered my song and I really feel really confident right now.
In Him I live, in Him I breathe.
I believe I did perform fairly well tonight. Initially there was some glitches with the track. I'm not so sure what happened, but at the end of it all, to God be the glory.
When me in a trouble, me I call Yahweh. Yahweh, Yahweh. Hear me, Lord, anytime I pray.
I'm feeling released right now. Totally released, you know. After all the hard work and everything, well, I felt like I really did good.
In your service, Lord, order my steps right.
So I did take into account what the judges had asked me to work on. In terms of my first verse, they were saying it was a little too long. It could be turned into a bridge. So I did just that, and I worked on my dynamics a little bit and the diction as well. So I think, yes, I did a good job.
You've gotta fight the good fight, keep the faith.
They recommended that I work on controlling the tone of my voice because sometimes I tend to sing a bit wild, if you want to call it that. So I would work on lowering the volume of my voice and trying to control how out there I sing.
Holy Spirit, work on me now, some way, somehow.
I remember them writing that, okay, I have the good vocal tone, but I need to work on the structure. So I did a little fixing up and I started with the chorus and I put in a little DJing, a little here and there. So I worked on the structure and I even worked on some of the lyrics as well. And I think it's now really befitting of the title of the song.
I have turned from the worst of me.
So we did take in consideration the comments of the judges because she said that we had powerful voices, but the melody line was very familiar, and so we went ahead and we, honed it away, tried to tweak and to change the melody line, and I think we did a good job in doing that.
So we performed to the best of our ability, and we hope that everyone will see that we did.
You, oh Lord, are my healer. Say you, oh Lord, I'm my defender.
My heart is beating from my performance and I'm really excited and just happy to be here. They wanted me to work on communicating with the audience, using the stage very well, and I thought I tried to do as best as I can in regards to their comments at the auditions. I believe there's always room for improvement, so I believe that this is not the end, that there's still room for improvement.
Worship, worship, dance on Polance and worship, worship.
It's been an awesome, time just praising God, and it's been an awesome performance. I enjoyed myself. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. The judges are who critique us. They know what they're looking for. They know what the other judges are looking for. So I try to, do less in terms of my movement, try to move less so I can breathe properly, so I can get the words out. And I try to breathe, work on my breathing. So I did a lot of breathing techniques, breathing practices, and to God be the glory, it worked out.
Everybody run, come home to Jesus Christ. Everybody run, come.
Well, at the auditions, my verses was too long, and they told me to split them into 4 verses instead of 2, and I went and I did that. I did all I could.
You are so holy, and your righteousness forever surrounding me.
I'm feeling absolutely wonderful. A little nervous. My knees are wobbling, but I'm feeling great.
Jesus are my shield, Jesus are my rock. Him and me 24/7 contact.
I was feeling a bit overwhelmed, but after going on stage, I'm feeling quite comfortable right now. They say I had a well-written song, so I should just work on my performance. I should put more feeling into it, more energy, more compassion, more conviction. So that is what I worked on before tonight.
The word, it's good. Make it your choice. It's alive. It's true.
Well, after that performance, I am feeling good because God has enabled me to perform and bring the word. They told me to work on my chorus line. I was using the repetition of the word too much. So they told me that I should work on my chorus line and give the reason why people should study the word of God. So I took their advice, yeah.
I hop and I skip and I jump and I dance. Testimony.
I think we did our best, but we could have done better. If we are chosen in the top 10, we will definitely do better.
Lord, we need you to touch our land.
The judges gave me a good, an excellent advice, and I took that into consideration. They told me that my genre was, it was split, so I went home and I wrote 2 more verses to fit in with the genre that they recommended. So I really took the judges' advice, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to learn.
Judgment, I go come the bedtime, you can't hide and know you can't run.
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm okay, relieved. But God has been good, so I know He took control, and I'm grateful for all of that. So I feel relieved.
I was just worried about everybody else, not really about myself. I was just worried about everybody else, but I'll get over it.
Because, well, sometimes
we're gonna feel a little nervous, but I'm happy still because we finished it and that's it.
That's what I gotta give you praises. That's what I gotta give you thanks.
Well, I would rate myself an 8 out of 10 performance. They told me that I should work on my clarity and just perform, and I came out and I did so.
There is no greater love than the love of Jesus. The man laid down his life for me.
The other day that I entered the contest, he told me to work on my word, must work on my breathing. You understand? So I know that I go home and I do my homework. And I can give God the glory, I can give him the praise, I can thank him for what he has done for me tonight.
Me weapon, me weapon, me weapon. I'm me Bible with me prayer, I'm me weapon.
We did our homework and we came here tonight and I think we delivered well.
It's the Christ in me. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
One of the comments was that I was pitchy in a few parts of the song, and I did agree with them. That was really because I was hoarse. So I rested my voice and I did the necessary things, and also they said that it was wordy. It was too wordy. Those are the only two negative comments. What I did was went back to the drawing board and just made the necessary changes to the lyrics. I believe I went above what my expectations of how I would perform.
Now leave the church till everybody start praise. Praise like the ancients of days.
I gave it 100%. Just go out there and just fire it and just do my best. And just say, do my best and God will do the rest. It's just, just like that.
Jesus is the only one I know. Who loves my soul.
The comment that the judges gave me were to learn the song, because I had to change it last minute, and just perform it to the best of my ability and worship God, put him in everything that I did, and I tried my best to put that out there.
When you see me coming, get out of my way, get up while moving forward.
After that performance, I'm feeling rather fine. Not really how I wanted to perform, but it was okay, it was good. I felt the Lord, he was talking to me, so yeah, I did my best.
Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior.
They spoke about my addiction, which of course I worked on, and of course just to build the choruses a little bit more, and I've gone and worked on that, and I'm feeling much more confident tonight,
Welcome back. Our top 25 finalists have given their all on stage, with performances varying from slow and melodic to wild and eccentric. But now it's time for the judges to tally their scores and select the top 10 for this year's competition.
I see a top 10, but I'm not judging. All right. While we have some final deliberations and some adding up of scores and so on, where the top 10 will be selected, we have a treat for you this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 winner of the Jamaica Gospel Song Competition, the 30th anniversary winner. Put your hands together and welcome to the stage from the parish of Portland, Shauna Lee Steele. Welcome her, everyone.
You think you cannot make it in the army led by Jesus Christ. And even though he has been calling your name, fear causes you to resist his call. Arise, mighty warrior, do the work of the Lord. Arise, mighty warrior, the strength lies in God.
The criteria for the selection of the top 10 includes your vocal performance, whether you stay on pitch or whether you do any kind of melodic variation that is interesting to us. Of course, it's a gospel competition and you're singing about the message of Christ, so we have to see that level of conviction and belief in what you're singing about, so that's a part of it as well. Your song also needs to make sense lyrically. There must be a general flow of ideas that make sense to us as adjudicators, and of course to the wider audience. And then there is how you perform, there's how you use the stage, whether you plant yourself in one spot or whether you have props or whether you have whether you have backup dancers, whatever it is that you do to make your performance more interesting.
The criteria for selection of the top 10 includes the song itself, the lyrics, how it is presented, the vocal presentation, your stage presence, the overall performance. Yes, those are the things that we're looking for the finals.
After the top 10 are selected, we take them into a developmental workshop and practically a whole day seminar. They learn about the business of music, they learn about the gospel music industry, they learn about things like copywriting and so on, their music. They learn about how to market themselves, how to build their own brand as artists, upcoming artists and so on. And then we take them into arrangement rehearsals where we now pull the songs down and begin to build up from scratch. And then we take them into the studio. For some persons, it'll be the first time that they will be in a studio. So it's going to be really interesting for them. It's usually a very exciting process. And then from studios, we take them into photo shoot and other developmental seminar workshops for them to build their skills and so on. We have a few upcoming things with Kevin Downsell, who we partnered with for the last 2 years, on the road, and other invitations as they will come in. We go on the road with them, expose them, help them to learn how to use the stage and so on, all in preparation for the final show where the top 10 will compete to see who will be number 1 this year.
Now for the top 10. In the 2018 Jamaica Gospel Song Competition, welcome to the stage, having done the song Bright Morning Star, Lloyd Father Reese. Also out of Kingston and St. Andrew, having done the song The Christ in Me, welcome Crystal Chambers. Out of the Garden Parish of St. Anne, we welcome to the stage, having done the song The End of All Things Is at Hand, Travis Allen. Out of the parish of Portland, doing the song Wayward Worship, welcome Dania Deacon Jones. From the parish of St. Catherine, doing the song God's Coverage, welcome Dwight Ferrari. From the parish of St. Anne, doing There Is No Greater Love, Kenrick Lynch. Out of the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew, doing 24/7 Contact, Lorraine Thomas. The lone contestant from Hanover, Sean Dre Cowan, Worship, Victory Edition. 8 down, 2 to go. From the parish of St. Catherine, doing the song You, O Lord, Hallelujah, Adeoye. And finally, out of Kingston and St. Andrew, doing the song Keep the Faith, Joel Notice. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our top 10.
My impression of tonight's performances, there were some improvements in the presentations from the elimination rounds to the semi-final round, and that was a good thing. So that met my expectation for tonight.
Jamaica is full of so much talent. I mean, when you look at how many persons came out, 25 contestants, and I'm sure it's the best of the best. So it is a great thing to sit and watch 25 young people challenge each other for the top 10 spot.
We saw some good performances. We saw where there were some people who could have done better in terms of taking heed to the adjudicators' comments from the previous rounds, because much more could have been done to make some of these songs even better than they appeared tonight. It's hard to say if there was major improvement, because in truth and in fact, some of these performers I actually never saw in the previous round. But from the ones that I saw, they were actually memorable. Like once I saw them, I said, all right, yes, I remember this song clearly. So there was some marked improvement, especially in terms of the vocal delivery and the use of the stage.
To decide on the top 10 is a very critical job, and you have to be in the right frame of mind to choose the top 10. You have to look at the performance, how they engage the crowd. It can be difficult because you see more than 10.
What I have found over the years is that, probably I shouldn't even be saying this in public, but you find that some people will eliminate themselves by falling short. Falling short, whether it is in lyrical content, in terms of their delivery on the night, those kind of things. So it wasn't so difficult. We found, like I personally found about 7 of them easily. And I thought, all right, how are we going to find the other 3? But over time, as you analyze and you look at the criteria for adjudication, you realize that some people literally help the process along by eliminating themselves?
It wasn't very difficult. Personally, I picked 8. So I picked out a top 8, and then the other 2 just fell in. But overall, it's a good spread. It's a good mix of contestants, and it's just the beginning. They're going to go through training, and my hope is that they take the training, that they grow from this experience, and that seeing them in the finals and seeing them performing after that, you will see growth and development in their presentations.
At this point, there are quite some of the songs will need a whole lot of refining for it to be a true contender. There's one or two of the songs are there that are already finished products that literally just need to smoothen out a little bit. But some of them will probably take a little bit of revision lyrically, or maybe a change of key to suit the voices somewhere. But as it stands, I don't have a clear-cut favorite right now. I am definitely very excited about the next phase. I'm very excited to see what will come of the top 10 finalists as we have them right now. Because we know we literally have to go back into the lab with what we now have and tweak here and there, and I'm sure we'll have a very good product for the national finals.
I am excited about the next phase of the competition to see what the songs will evolve to be, because some of the songs still need work, and in the production process they're going to evolve into different things. So I'm excited to see what that turnout will be. I have a few favorites, but I'm going to reserve them for now. But there are 1 or 2 that kind of stand out in my mind. But they all did well, and I just want to wish all of them all the best.
I've identified couple winners, because you know everybody's a winner. From you reach top 10, you're a winner. But I see some people going on with some things, and I'm prepared to just enjoy final night. I'm counting down the days. I'm excited, and I know Jamaica will be excited.
We officially have our top 10 finalists. By the way, did any of your favorites make the cut? If not, better luck next year. But for the lucky 10, the next few weeks will present them with the opportunity of a lifetime, a transformation of songs and of souls. Be sure to join us next week for more. And remember to follow us on social media at JCDC Jamaica for more updates, and watch our Gospel Vibes episodes on YouTube at JCDC Jamaica. Thanks for watching.